I'm just doing a video diary of my resistance to getting something out, doing something, getting something out of me that's creative and in the direction of what I want to be doing. Sorry, but there's frustration, and it's with myself, and I'll just explain a little bit. So I have this thing going on with my gum at the moment. It was super distressing when I noticed it in Thailand. I don't really want to show you because it freaks me out a little bit, but I noticed, like, I had a lip piercing, and then also when my teeth moved, when I had my brace off, it kind of brought the gum to recede a little bit at the front. And I looked in the mirror on the bike when I was in Thailand, and it had receded more, and it freaked me out, and it was pretty red, and it freaked me out so much that there was this like rush of energy at my body, and I nearly fainted, because it was like, shit, my body is letting me down, or shutting down, or I'm gonna lose parts, or this physical reality that I'm in is gonna start breaking down. And the reality was, right now, when I look through my eyes at this part of my body, it is falling apart in a serious way. So my mind went straight to the whole, I'm going to lose my tooth, or, you know, to the worst, which it loves to do. I think it's the amygdala that tries to keep me safe, and it's part of the brain that's like, goes to the worst, so I kind of do something about it. So anyway, I had this huge panic. It was really intense, and I was very, very distraught. So I went to a dentist over there, and the receptionist was like, it's fine, it's okay. I was thinking, she's not looked at it properly, it's like pretty bad. And so because I don't know what it's called, the meta psychological metaphysics, something like that. It's called something where it's kind of like the emotions and the body are connected, and I'm not trying to tell you something to change your mind, but I'm just sharing my personal experience from learning more about who I am and what I am, what this experience is. And when I did the Vipassana, I learnt that my body was a map for all the emotions and trauma and difficult times and bullying and upset that I had experienced, and it was in different places on my body. So I needed to make peace and actually forgive myself, forgive the other person, and forgive the situation. And then I felt resolution in my body, so like this solidness break down and relax. So this is already kind of my belief. So when I saw this, first I full on panicked and went into like earthly problems. So it's like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my tooth. But then yesterday I sat down and I took some time while I was driving, which I love. When I'm driving, it's just me and my presence, and I can be fully present with myself. And I put my voice note on and I spoke to the gum, and as if it has its own consciousness, its own thoughts, and its own lessons to teach me. So I spoke to my gum, and it said to me, you need to speak louder. I was thinking, I already speak pretty loud, and I do my best to speak up when things don't feel good for me, or I've learned so much about speaking my boundaries. But when I asked a bit more and inquired a bit more, there was something like, I need to do a podcast. So I need to share what I've learnt from the past month and the past 6 years really of change, because my life flipped from being really mindless, closed, taking a lot of drugs, trying to find connection in God by taking drugs, and yeah, I was very dissatisfied with life. And so I'm moving more into feeling more satisfied more of the time now. And I notice that I'm having more uplifting feelings lately. And also from my time in Thailand, I think I had 3 very difficult moments that lasted a bit of time, but the rest of the time I had a ball. I had a freaking amazing time, like amazing, like the best time, the best. So yes, so I guess what I am wanting to share with you is maybe this journey that I'm on, and the learning that I have found, and I guess the need for it is, yesterday there was a person that came into the group community, and they were talking about, everyone says this, everyone does this these days, everyone does this, everyone's like this, everyone's using their phones to date, everyone's doing this, and I got upset because I was like, you're including me in this truth and it's not my truth. So they were saying the only way to get a date nowadays is online. So they were saying that was the truth, but for me that's not the truth. So there's a number of ways, and to be included in his truth and for it to be mine didn't feel so good, so I had to say something about it. But I guess there he was hearing a lot of pessimistic, closed, small-minded, negative, heavy, not optimistic viewpoints of the world and how the world is. And so enough people say to you, oh yeah, you have to go to the doctors and you have to get antibiotics to heal, there's no way you can do it on your own, then enough people say that will be the truth. But if you are surrounded by a lot of people that have healed themselves, like there's some people that have healed cancer, there's lots of people that have healed cancer, blindness, so many different things, and like I've met a few myself, so I know that is true, and I also feel it in my own body that I can heal myself, and I have healed a lot of things in my body. So it all depends on what you believe in, and then the world will project that out. You will project that into the world. So if I believe I can only get dates online, the probability of me finding people in day-to-day won't be true, because I'm kind of projecting this future for myself. So I will only find a date online. Yes. So I guess I'm going to offer some alternative things that I've learned, and what the key is that I don't tell you something is true, you feel it in your body. So every time I say something, I ask you if you can feel what it feels like in your body. So it can be like around here, I don't want to tell you your body, but it can be. So a number of people like feel around here, but it could be a thought or a flash of a vision, or a feeling in another part of the body. But it can be like, yeah, that feels right from inside. It's not like thinking that's right or wrong. It's like a feeling that resonates, that feels right. So yeah, I want to share what I've learned and give it as a option of what you can think, feel, choose to believe, and I won't get sad if you don't. And I think I'm going to go for it. So yes, there's some worry that people will be like, you're bonkers. And if I am bonkers, it's a lovely, lovely bonkers. And it's a very lovely experience, a lovely world out there. My world is very lovely. And so if I am bonkers, then it's lovely bonkers, and that's totally fine with me. And you can join me in lovely bonkers land if it feels good to you too. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I notice that I need to commit, so maybe I can, I don't know, I notice it's hard for me. Maybe I can commit to a video a day. Can I? Yes, I can. And I just need to do it. So this morning was huge resistance, took me ages. The rooms that I wanted to use were not free. I couldn't find my makeup, and so there was all these things why I couldn't do it, and I just thought, just do it. So this is me doing it. Yeah, let me know what you think and feel, and I will speak to you soon. I share my blessings with you, and I wish for peace, harmony and relaxation in your world.